It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and this is the Hood Adjacent Podcast. This is a podcast for people who didn't let their environment define themselves, for people that have broken boundaries and generational curses, but never forgot where they came from. The Hood Adjacent Podcast starts now.
Now, before we get started, I wanted to give a special shout out to our featured artist of the week. Shout out my boy DR Muse. He just dropped a song called Taylorport. Real vibey song. Go check it out.
Shit. Rising tide raises all ships, and I just landed in that Taylorport. At the casino, betting all in. Drop the anchor, this is love galore. She say she love me, tell me more. Is it lies, is it truth, is it us, is it you? Can you ride with the crew, is it real, deja vu? And I guess we'll never know unless we take a chance.
If you want your song debuted on the hottest podcast out right now, the Hood Adjacent Podcast, make sure to hit me up on Instagram. That is Ray, the number 3 Beats. Send me your music via the inbox. Let's get it.
What's going on, everybody? You are tuned into another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy, RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats. And as you can see, we are live here at the Carver Center, and I got 2 special guests with us today.
Absolutely. Hey, appreciate being here, man. This is dope, man. Greg Wilson, member of the Yanni Collective. Got a lot more other titles too, but we'll leave it there for the purposes for what we hear.
No, don't leave that other title.
Yeah,
Don't leave that other title.
Dr. Greg Wilson.
Put the doctor in.
You gotta throw that in there.
You gotta put doctor in it.
For sure.
Throw that in there, respectfully.
Yeah, but we got a person that is extremely active in the community.
For sure.
He's one of big parts of the Yanni Collective. One of the founders of the Yanni Collective.
Absolutely.
Right? One of the founders of the Yanni Collective. School board member.
Look who he.
Brent Brooks.
Special guest.
Juneteenth pageant going on today.
We are doing serious business in here, calculating the scores to see who's going to be the next Miss Teen, Little, and Mr. Juneteenth. Well, we know those two. We know they're being appointed, but
dang, I didn't know it could have been a Mr. I may have threw my hat in the ring.
You haven't seen my post. I've been posting.
And I've been sharing, but I guess I didn't read or something like that.
You could be Mr.
It's okay. Love you too,
Applications will open in February 2026.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
But as you can see, it's a little busy in here. That's because it is about to be Juneteenth, and we are here live for the Juneteenth pageant. Looking pretty deep in here. Not only do we got Dr. Greg Wilson in here, we got the founder of For the Record podcast. I know y'all hear me talk about him a lot on the pod. My boy Ace, boog, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Man.
Glad to be here, bro. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always love.
For sure that.
Yeah.
For sure that.
And you can always you can hear him every Sunday.
Before your Sunday night slow jam.
Yes, sir.
90.7.
90.7 For the Record podcast every Sunday.
Big facts.
Yes, sir. Anyway, we are gathered here to talk about, the festivities that are going on this coming weekend, which is Juneteenth Fest.
Absolutely, yeah. We got a jam-packed day, man. I can't wait. This year, we got the most food vendors that we ever had. So we got about 15 food vendors out there, from seafood boils, man, to barbecue, to soul food, to sweets and treats. There's going to be a little something for everybody out there as it relates to food. We're going to celebrate black music as well. We're going to have a whole kind of stage performance. We got New Life Christian Church, which will have their choir on stage. They're going to kind of kick that off. Then we'll lead into some music and then finish out with some line dancing.
Okay. See, I'm with that one.
Yeah, for real.
I'm with that one.
Overall, man, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. A little something for everybody.
Okay. And I know I know a couple years ago Y'all did for y'all and for the entertainment. It was 50, was it 50 years of hip hop?
50 years of hip hop.
50 years of hip hop, and
Do your homework.
we had people come and dress up as certain rappers. I know I saw who Busta Rhymes,
Buster. I was Jeezy.
Missy was out there.
Jeezy,
Jeezy was out there.
Left Eye, shout out Styles, shout out Snoop was out
Mike
there,
G.
Wayne,
Yeah, that was good times, man. I still got my 5X Jeezy the Snowman shirt in the closet.
And he had the chain on. He had the chain on
had
with
the
it.
little frosty.
Hold on, what Mark Hole?
He was. Yeah. Hey, Hove with the hat with the hairlines.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I totally forgot. You did have that snowman on, bro.
I did.
Bro, I haven't seen the snowman since middle school days. I ain't gonna hold you.
For sure.
But what are we planning to see this year when it comes to the entertainment?
So like I said, celebration of music, right? New Life Christian Church, man, we were like trying to figure out who was the hypest choir, right? And we kept getting told New Life Christian Church, man. So we ended up reaching out to Jewel Dawson, and partners at Pastor Jewel Dawson, Pastor Jewel Dawson, and she was more than happy to come down and celebrate with us. So she's gonna pop it off. Then we're gonna have like a little DJ situation, and then we got 309 line dancers, which is gonna come down, and we're gonna do some line dancing, man. So we got the Tamiya, the boots on the ground, the electric slides,
Popping fans.
popping the fans, all that. So get your fans. If you got a fan, grab it. You know how to line dance, and what's cool is we're actually going to do a tutorial before we get to that point.
Okay.
So if you don't know how to do it, you can come down a little early, about 1 o'clock. They're going to have the music going on the basketball court, and then you can learn it, and then we just going to have Peoria's biggest line dancing session June 14th.
I love that. And also with Juneteenth Fest, we also have For the Record podcast,
Man,
pulling up to the Juneteenth Fest. What we expecting for y'all, bro?
man,
For us, I mean.
if y'all been following us and y'all know what's going on with us,
Put the mic up closer.
if y'all know what's been going on with us, we definitely grew as a team, as a family. So thankfully, I talked to my big brother Greg, and blessed me with the opportunity to we can officially cover. So you're gonna see For the Record in the parade. You're gonna see For the Record all over covering the vendors, food vendors, merchandising. We got a tattoo artist that is now For the Record. Chris Porter, shout out. Chris Porter gonna be doing a live tattooing on me. And the piece is a storytelling piece, so y'all look out for that. So 4TR be all in your face all out here.
Oh, for sure. When you see that 4 and that vinyl record, you know what it is.
No doubt. And I just got to say, man, Ace, man, he's so humble, man. He talking about I blessed him with the opportunity, but it's really your hard work and the hard work of your team that put you in position to be able to even do that, man. So I just want to give you your flowers while we're here.
Love,
Big
man.
kudos.
That's the hard work.
Big kudos to you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh yeah, if y'all didn't know, he is the sole purpose that I was on 4TR. He hit me up and he was looking for a team. Provided he already had he was already established a pretty strong team. So when I heard it, I was like, me? Like,
I just believe in strength in numbers, man.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Everything that Juneteenth and everything embodies. Like we don't get anywhere being divided as a people.
For sure.
You watch all other races come together. You watch all other nationalities come together and make things happen. Why can't we?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that is as long as we all like-minded and we all there. I don't see why it can't work.
Yeah, and it's only getting bigger from here.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
fact.
about to say you better catch that 4TR wave while you can.
Man,
I'm just saying.
get right or get left, man.
Yes, sir.
If you're in Illinois and surrounding areas, it is time. On June 28th, all roads lead to 3201 Northeast Madison Avenue for a night that will shift atmospheres break chains, and usher the sound like never before. That's right, from lament to glory. My first ever concert. It's not just going to be an event, it's going to be an encounter. I'm beyond excited to share this moment with you. I'm bringing some incredible guests along. I have Kelsey Bush, Lady Michelle Watson, Minister Jeremy Ware, Caleb Boyce, and Pastor Jewel Dawson. Not to mention, I couldn't do this by my incredible band and background vocals. I truly believe that Jehovah Rapha, the God who heals, is going to show up in a mighty way. And if you've been searching for a breakthrough, healing, or just a touch from God, this is going to be the place to be. So don't just meet me there. Beat me there. Look, tag your friends, share this video, and let me tell you this, June 28th, let's get ready. I'll see y'all there.
Yes, sir. Anyway, we are on to our next topic. And I know we hip hop heads, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. We were all
Hands
listening
down.
to hip hop around what, 2000s? Well, you probably 90s
Yeah,
and 2000s.
yeah, I go back, yeah.
Somewhere around that.
It's going on at Carver right now.
Yeah, it's going on. It's live in here.
It's going on.
It's live in here.
It's going on.
But for our hip hop heads, one of the goats of hip hop dropped an album this week. Well, was it this week or last week?
This week.
It was like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
literally. It's Friday.
Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6.
Who is that?
Huh?
I only know the GOAT.
Oh,
Are you talking about the GOAT, Lil Wayne? Yeah, okay, I call him the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? My bad.
Lil Wayne,
Okay.
Wheezy F,
Yeah,
and the F is
okay.
for phenomenal.
All right.
That guy. He done dropped the Carter 6, and he dropped it. A lot of people had mixed reviews about it. He had features from artists like Big X the Plug, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Jelly Roll, people like that.
Drizzy made an appearance.
Drake made an appearance.
Drake is on the album? I ain't hear the Drake joint.
Drake on the album.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
what do you guys think about that album? Because there's a lot of mixed reviews going on with this album.
I won't disrespect it, but I'll say I just got to bond with the album a little bit more to try to see
Is
the
it?
fine line.
It's like one of those ones that kind of got to grow on you a little bit.
Yeah.
It gotta settle.
It got to say
Hey, it be like that sometimes. It be like that.
You know, man, I actually like it for what it is. I think I see where he was trying to go. There's a lot of commercial songs that's on that album. I don't think, Wayne's been in the game since he's 13, 12 years old, right? So one thing a lot of people said is it lacks substance. They want to know where Lil Wayne is right now, etc. The thing is, man, Wayne been giving us his life story since he's been 12.
That's very true.
I'm cool with him, putting out an album. We all know he's in his own world. He's no longer under that Cash Money umbrella. Baby
he's
is
his own entity.
Yeah, he's his own entity. I like the freedom that he took. It's his album. This is him, and I think it's for him. Honestly,
For sure.
I wish him being his own entity came earlier.
Me too. Me too.
Can you imagine
Carter
Carter 2 Wayne
Bro.
being his own?
Oh, my goodness.
Now, but here's the thing, though. Do you think? Cause now Baby Birdman is a genius with it. So you know, and we might be seeing that now in this album.
Yeah.
If Carter 2 Wayne, which is his prime, didn't have Baby under there to kind of try to dictate that, will it still be the Carter 2?
And say, Playboy, that's how you supposed to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, but I will say real quick, one thing I wish it had was a song with the Hot Boys. That was the only thing to me that was missing.
Yeah.
Everybody back together, man.
Weren't
That
they
would've-
not beefing?
They not beefing,
Okay.
nah.
Cool,
That we know.
That way.
Because when BG first got
Yeah,
out,
we
BG
got. He was.
Yeah, he did. But that's how they talk in New Orleans.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they vernacular a little different back then.
That boy Turk, though, they tried to get Turk out of there, though.
Yeah. Me, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people said it was bad. I don't think that the album personally was bad, but it was not. It wasn't touching Carter 3 or Carter 2. And I'm one of them people. I mean, hot take: Carter 2 is the best album that he's ever had.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's not a hot take.
I give you that. Carter 1 was when he
Carter
broke
1 was
out,
decent,
though.
yeah.
Carter was when he
But
broke out.
I give you that. Carter 2 definitely. Yeah,
I'm about to say you got what? Fireman. You had Hustler Music. Wasn't Go DJ on there?
No, Go DJ
No,
was
Go
Carter
DJ was one. Yeah,
But
yeah. Fireman, Hustler Music. He had
as I got older, I appreciated the Carter 2 more than I did the Carter 3 because Carter 3 was like, I was in like 6th grade, but Lollipop was just,
everywhere.
crazy thing is like when the Carter 3 dropped, Lollipop, like out of all the songs, I thought Lollipop was the worst song on that album, and that was the one.
my favorite song. Mr. Carter was my favorite song on the album.
Yeah. And then people forget, man, the numbers Lil Wayne was doing back then when he dropped like the Carter 3. Carter 3 did like 1 million in one day. Dog, like they spazzed. Hey, they spazzed.
We don't talk about it enough. It was leaked.
It was leaked.
And he still did it.
They still did it.
Yep. It might have been $1 million the first week.
That's
Which artists weren't doing back then.
YouTube, like at large. That's in an era where you really you had to work.
Yeah,
you had to get active. It was one of those ones you can't just sit on streams. You gotta really push it. You gotta really put the money behind it and push it.
For sure.
But yeah, overall, I feel like we've heard enough of it. Out of 10, what would you put it? 10 being real good, 5 being average, under 5 being
Carter 6?
Yeah.
I haven't finished it, so I can't judge it. I can't judge it.
Ace being respectful. Ace being respectful. I'm gonna go with a 6.5. I'm gonna do 6.5. I think that's fair.
I gave it about a 6.
Okay.
It wasn't. I think my favorite song on there is, I think it was called Hip Hop or I'm Hip Hop, something like that. With Big X the Plug.
Yeah, that was
as of from what I heard, that was probably the best one. That was one that he went a little club. I wasn't feeling that one.
Yeah. So I got a question, man. This for both of y'all, right? Like, so what Wayne were we wanting to hear? Because a lot of times, man, with these artists, Wayne's not hanging out Magnolia Projects. No, it ain't he got Magnolia no more, right? New Orleans looks completely different. The streets look completely different from when Wayne was in his prime, right? Mm-hmm. So what kind of subject matter do we really think a 37, 38-year-old Wayne is going to have?
I got you.
You feel me?
To me, it's kind of like when Jordan came back and played for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Bro, we seen your greatness already. Mm-hmm. Like, you really don't have nothing to prove. So I didn't place no expectation on the album anyway. It's like when you coming back and you doing what you doing, like, are you doing this for fun now? Yeah. Or, I don't think Wayne had nothing else to prove.
Absolutely.
So I didn't have any expectations on the album.
Yeah.
Honestly, he could have stopped at 4 or 5, really.
Man,
how good he was.
4 was good, too.
Yeah. Like, I'm about to say, he could have stopped at 4 or 5. But me personally, like, growing up listening to Wayne, I was looking for mixtape, drought, Canon Wayne. That's what I was looking for.
See, that's hard.
It is. I know, but I feel like that was. I feel like it was still in him.
I feel like it was still in him.
Because when was the last Wayne mixtape?
You right.
So where he was rapping like that too.
Touche.
He ain't mixtape Wayne no more, man.
Yeah. I miss mixtape Wayne, man.
And really, he's made it known he only listened to himself. Wayne's not a club goer. He stay in the crib. He be chilling with his kids and stuff like that. So like, he not out and hot no more. Like he chilling.
That's true.
Man, I seen something on Facebook today where they said Andre 3000 is what Wayne. I forgot how they put it, but they basically said Andre 3000 is basically scared of putting out an album due to the reception that the Wayne CD has had. Meaning 3000 always said that he don't want to come back because he doesn't know how his music would connect today.
But he puts
an artist, so he's scared of that.
But that's true.
Yeah, you put out appreciate it.
But you put out a flute
album now, though. He's not that.
The album was decent.
It was decent. Like,
which one? The flute album?
Yeah, I mean, it was alright. It was decent.
I had an experience
as a music.
I
don't think 3 Stacks should have been. I don't think he should have been like really concerned about that because whatever 3 Stacks puts out, whether feature or something regular, people are going to consume it. People going to love it. Like what's the last full song that he's did like as a
Nah, for real.
artist? I can tell
Probably
you.
Walk It Out.
Was it Future?
No, that's a feature.
Dance Friends or
International Players Anthem was like the last real song that he was Big Boy, like he was really
That was
on.
UGK, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did that
Was
come out
it?
on UGK?
Yeah, and it was even with that. Like,
Yeah.
and even when he does like features and stuff like that, like he
I
kills
don't
it.
recall a bad 3 Stacks verse.
Never.
I really don't. Then Big Boy dropped a solo album.
Yeah.
He has a song on 2K.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he
Shutterbug,
does.
he's been on 2K twice.
Yeah.
Shutterbug's been on 2K twice. So what are you scared of?
Yeah,
Man?
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I put no flutes on 2K, but you gotta.
Yeah.
But the thing about 3K though is like he's a very artistic type of person, like eccentric artist, and you know how and you know how certain like artistic eccentric people are. They'll put something out and then you will never hear from them for like 3-4 years.
true.
Think of like 3 Stacks. Think of a Frank Ocean. Think of a Lauryn Hill. Like people like that.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
they're
for sure.
eccentric. People love their music, but you do not hear it that often.
Yeah, at all. Actually,
Yeah.
when the last time they dropped,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I would love a new Lauryn Hill CD, from start to finish.
She
Lauryn Hill,
touring like crazy.
yeah,
about to
she
say,
is. Showing up an hour late.
Right,
You
I
know,
was about to say,
she getting there though. She getting there.
No, I was laughing because there was a tweet that had somebody texted like they inboxed Lauryn Hill. It's like, you coming to your concert? And in the response it said, I don't know, are you? I was like, that sounds about right.
I mean, Lauryn Hill, her son out here doing stuff now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I ain't even hit man doing music. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. What's his
So
name?
this her and 3 Stacks.
What's his
son,
name?
right?
Marley. He a Marley.
Oh no, okay.
Nah, he a Marley.
He ain't 3. That ain't.
I'm
What's
gonna have
his
to
name,
fact
son?
check it again, but he got that song "Praise Jah in the Moonlight."
Got you.
It's
You
a
know what?
vibe,
3
though.
Stacks got Erykah Badu.
Yeah, he got everybody.
Yeah.
That
Not
was
Lauryn Hill.
not Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu. You're right.
I have to think. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hey, 3 Stacks up. That's what Lauryn Hill.
I'm about to say Erykah Badu and 3 Stacks. So like that combination might make some.
For sure.
Yeah, they got a son, 7.
Yeah. He already got a name for the spotlight.
Yeah.
So he already got a name for the spotlight. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, yeah, I'm kind of with you with Wayne. I would say about a 6. About a 6.
Yeah, for
Certain
sure,
songs
for sure.
I liked.
I'm gonna get back to y'all on that.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
the one with 2 Chainz was decent. The one with Big X was decent.
It's,
The one with Jelly Roll, it takes some growing on me, but
it
it
got a little vibe. To
got a
it.
little vibe to it.
Man, it's hard to give a Wayne CD anything under a 5. It's almost like the bar starts at 5, and then you gotta go and
Right.
flip it around like that, dog.
right.
Yeah.
You know what version of Wayne I do miss? Remember when he was doing all those remixes to everybody else's song?
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's why I rock with Herb new album. It gave me like
That
it
vibe?
gave me that Wayne vibe, like just
Yeah,
breaking
man.
old beats left to right.
Yeah. That's really what made him, man. That's what, once them squad up tapes, man, that he got with them cats, and they just started freestyling and going in with no paper and going off of other people's beats. That got him to where he at now.
It's like I'm
Right.
finna do your song, but better.
Better,
Than
yeah.
what you just did.
Okay, so I got a question for y'all, right? What would y'all have Wayne do different? If y'all were his manager and he said, okay, I just played y'all the CD, what y'all tell him?
Different beat maker. Not gonna lie to you. Different beat maker.
okay.
It was a lot. The lyrics and the flow was still there, but he needed a different beat maker. He needed somebody else to take the reins on those
If it was
beats.
me and I'm on A&R or whatever, I'm not asking you to go back or give us what we're used to hearing. I would have just teamed him up with Manny. Let me team you up with somebody that knows you.
That knows
that you
you.
grew up with.
I didn't even think about
that way.
that.
That way we can kind of meet the people halfway.
Absolutely,
Like, we can give
absolutely.
them some nostalgia, but you can also talk your talk for where you at right now.
Absolutely. It would have been another Carter too.
Bingo. For sure. I'm mature.
Yeah,
Carter too.
yeah.
For sure. Well, yeah, I think for me it would just be the beat.
Cool.
But what about you?
Man, I would definitely the beats, and then I think the song selection. I would have had them listen to the Carter 1 through the Carter 5 in its entirety and see where it is that we can actually plug in some new themes or dynamics to it. Because that's really what makes a Wayne album to me is, the theme and what we're talking about. Like the Carter 1, you felt like we was in the trap. The Carter 2, you felt like you was in the Carter. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like his fictional project building, you felt like you was there. So that's kind of where I would have tried to take them in and kind of have them explore a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah. So do you put Wayne in a, because I know there's certain like subgenres of hip hop. At least I put them in like certain subgenres.
Right.
You got kind of like the nerdy, like non-hood hip hop, which is like a Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper, people like that.
Right.
You got the real like hustler type music, which is like Jeezy and them. You got
That's for him.
You got like luxury hip hop, which is like Ross. You got
luxury hip hop.
Am I lying?
He rapping gold.
Right.
He called it Maybach music for a reason. I mean, you got the luxury hip. Like, what would you put him in like that? Because I would, because
He's in his own stratosphere, man. You can't. He's not like. He's not the baby or the, like they be saying, he's not the son of anybody for real. Like, he had his style and then he had kids out of his style. So, that rock, that punk rock, but I'm still a rapper, you get Uzi and all that out of there. You get, the trendy rapper, the skinny jean wearing, you got Thug out of that.
How many people that he
Wayne got a lot of kids out here.
Migos.
Really, the Migos.
He got a lot of kids.
Waka Flocka. Well, actually, y'all, we could just do this. Any rapper that came out from 2010 to 2013, that's Wayne, man. That's Wayne, dog.
Yeah,
Dipset.
Yeah.
At least for Jewels and Jim Jones. Heavily inspired by Wayne.
Man.
But you know what, man? I think I'll do adult contemporary hip hop for Wayne.
I like that.
I think that his music won't connect that much with the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old.
Nah.
I do think it's for a more mature type group. So I'm thinking the age range between 27 and 52 or whatever that looks like.
Well,
I think that's right where he kind of fits in.
I feel you.
And the subject matter he talks about is a mature subject matter for the most part, which gives me adult contemporary hip hop.
For sure.
Yeah, for
Also, too, I like piggybacking on what you said. You said like 21, 22, 23 probably didn't resonate. It depends because one person that I know was influenced by Wayne is the king of the YNs, which is NBA Youngboy.
Okay, I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
He said it before. That was his big. Well, and he from Louisiana too.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
I think
It's a lot of
and you're gonna have
elements
that.
to you,
Yeah.
young boy.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a lot of elements.
And you're gonna have that right there because if you are a musician, you're gonna go back and listen to some of that music, right? So young boy gotta kind of go back and listen to Wayne. He's from down the street, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. So I can see that for sure. Yeah,
that's facts.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, he would be wrong. Like, it would be controversial if he didn't pay homage to Wayne.
Sure.
Like, if you're a Louisiana artist, you got to pay homage to your Waynes, your Boosies, your Webbies.
They all.
You got to.
Yeah, even when Kevin Gates got into the rap world, he still paid homage to Wayne. He little
Gates on a whole nother
he
wave.
a little different, but
He is.
he's still paying homage to Wayne. And,
Yeah, man.
yeah, but I would Wayne. It was decent. I changed a little bit, but we still love you, Wayne. You still my goat.
So still.
Looking for high quality t-shirts and branding? G's Creative Creations got you covered. From embroidery to print on demand and much more. Hit up gscreativecreation.com. G's Creative Creations. Quality you can rely on.
we
Big
go,
X.
man.
Speaking of goats, we're on to our last topic for this episode. A lot of people, we all grew up with hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So I want to hear y'all Mount Rushmore of hip hop artists. Your 4. I was gonna say 3, but 4 sounds a lot.
4. You want to go first, Ace?
No, I'm
You
gonna pay.
wanna pay for me. So I'm gonna do a live because like it gets filled quick when we start talking about the rappers that aren't here with us. So Rushmore, man, I'm going with The Game.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm gonna go with Nas. So I got Game, Nas. I'm gonna go with Scarface, Game, Nas, Scarface.
Ooh, somebody
And
get
then I'm gonna we gonna come back over, and then Jigga, Game, Nas, Jigga, Face. That's
people
East
really-
Coast,
oh my
West
God.
Coast, South.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
really got to give. People don't give Scarface the credit that he deserves. That
Yeah.
man is
Yeah, dope.
one of the goats.
And-
Like he's yeah.
I mean, there's not many, man. Face got arguably three classic albums.
Yeah.
And not a lot of rappers out here walking around that got 3 classics, though.
That's facts.
That's true.
facts.
And still dropping.
That's a solid Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore. I ain't gonna hold you.
And then, I don't think a lot of people give Game a lot of credit.
Oh,
Game
no.
held down the West Coast, man.
true. Right.
Mind you, he had his little antics.
Is
I
it
think
like-
is
is
what
it-
people throw it off. But
Is this like post G Unit or pre G Unit?
man, so pre-G Unit, he was nice on the rise. I like the post because it showed he could stand out on his own. Because,
Yeah.
he the only one that came in 50 and won.
It's true.
Everybody
Facts.
else is
so
gold, man. Yeah, Game
so
came
true.
through with that GU knot
Yeah.
and just kept trucking. Got a couple of hits, and held down the whole coast, man. So that's why I put Game up there.
I like that. Ace.
I'm coming from 4 different categories. So when I'm listening to rap, I'm listening for 4 things: storytelling. Either you gonna storytell, turn me up, give me something that it's still rap, but I can vibe around the ladies with, and the pain music. So based off of those 4 elements of criteria, J. Cole, it's my storyteller. For the pain, Meek. I can still vibe around the ladies, Drake. And if I'm trying to turn up and we talking about Mount Rushmore's, Chief Keef.
That's solid.
It is
dog.
solid. I'm about to say nothing. Hey,
rocking
Meek.
with that. Yeah.
Hey, Meek in 2013, 2014 was that. I used
Still
to
go
pray
back
for
and-
times like this, to
Yeah.
rhyme like this, so I had to.
You turn the music off,
Grind
and
like that,
turn
to
some
shine
flashlights
like
on
this.
in the club, and you tell me what it is.
For real.
Hey, that's
But even
solid.
beyond that,
I like that.
Meek, I think Meek got the verse of the year with the song he got with Friday.
Oh,
Proud
okay.
of me.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah, that I'm about to
And
say.
then coming from like me losing my dad to listening to them rap on that, dog, it's
Crazy.
Like that hit right there. But that's Meek.
That's me.
Meek is
Crazy.
So the song that do that for me with Meek, man, that I couldn't put down for a minute because I like seen my story in this song. It was called Oodles and Noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oodles and
Championships.
Noodles, dog. Yeah, I
that
was listening. I'm like,
Championships album goes crazy.
Yeah.
You know I resonated with that championships album
God.
personally.
Yeah.
The Eagles had just won.
They so deep.
Meek just got out.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So,
Boy, he had 2 genres on lock
Yeah.
because he had that one song with him and LMA.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that was on
on
hard.
1947?
I still
Yeah.
play that, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That album
Was
really no
1947 flow on there?
No, that's on wins and losses.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Y'all fans for real.
That's wins and losses.
Hey, and then Chief Keef, man, he don't get a lot of credit,
He don't.
dog. But without Keef, there's a whole genre of music that don't even exist.
At all.
I mean, and that's the drill.
Yeah.
You gotta think, like, so Pop Smoke, like, imagine his
Bro, you got to think about it. If it wasn't for Chief Keef, you wouldn't have that drill music in the UK.
No.
Like that's all they do now.
Yeah.
You gotta sprinkle King Louis in there. King
Oh,
Louis
for sure.
pioneered
He
it.
did.
But
Well,
Chief Keef,
I'm gonna say Pac-Man.
ooh,
I'm gonna say Pac-Man.
Okay.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
But I hear you, though.
Yeah, you
Say,
right.
say people
You
that
right.
hear Pac-Man.
you
look.
right.
I'm about to say every you gotta give him kudos because you cannot go One, you cannot go into any party in the Midwest or any HBCU and hear Finito and not get up.
Yeah, man.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't.
You cannot.
And depending on where you at, you know, you might need to get up and leave. You know,
real quick.
Oh, that's
Real quick.
because it can go up. Yeah, it could go up quick, boy.
It go real left.
Anyway, all right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. That's when you start dapping people up. But anyway, it's my turn, ain't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. All right.
Come on, host.
All right, so my Mount Rushmore, I'm gonna start off slow. Kendrick Lamar,
Okay.
Okay.
J. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the lyricism and the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
This is after that, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Lil Wayne's my number 3. And number 4 switches depending on the day. So my 2 that switch is Kanye and Chance the Rapper.
I respect that.
A lot of people don't because he had that one bad album. A lot of people disrespect Chance the
And
Rapper.
what was the bad album? Big Day?
Yeah, Big Day.
That album wasn't bad.
It wasn't terrible, no, but it wasn't holding the candle to Coloring Book, Acid Rap, or 10 Day.
Oh no, it wasn't at all.
Not at all. And the reason why I put Chance up there is because a lot of the stuff that he says, a lot of stuff that he talks about kind of resonates with me because I kind of move kind of like similar to him. And it's certain aspects of his rap that is like, okay, yeah, I'm like, I grew up in such and such, but I didn't end up like such and such. You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
I got you.
Like hood ejected. Like
Talk your
yeah,
shit.
like what the podcast is named. Hood adjacent too.
That's
So,
dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
and he is unapologetically himself. One day, one song he'll talk about like some of the stuff that he used to do back in the day with drugs and stuff like that, and then the other he'll talk about God and how much he likes his wife, how much he loves his wife. You know?
I love that. Yeah,
I mean,
that's hard.
it's very. He could go either way, so
Yeah,
that's why I said him and Ye kind of like.
I feel you.
Yeah,
So
that's a hard.
It's funny you say that, man, because the artist that does that for me is Starlito. You know, and I've been rocking with Starlito since like man, first mixtape really.
Yeah.
And really just kind of grew with him, you know, from when he was out there in the streets to where, you know, now that subject matter changes.
Yeah.
And now we rapping about his daughter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like I'm right here with
'Cause I
you
rock
now.
with Don
You
Tripp,
know what I'm
so
saying?
I
I was all the way over here with you at a point in time. Now we all the way over here with it. We rapping about daughters and sons and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's the evolution and the maturity that's super dope.
For sure.
And you said something about J. Cole, like J. Cole being Mount Rushmore too. What album or what song put you on to like okay, he's in my top?
Ooh, man. I gotta narrow it down to one.
Hard, ain't it?
Honestly, the song that a lot happens when you go through actual life events, because what people don't realize is like music is, even though you may not be the artist, you may not be the one rapping it, music gives you something to, you know, kind of branch your identity off of.
For sure.
So a lot of stuff I started growing into shortly after I lost my pops.
Mm-hmm.
So while it was a traumatic loss and everything else like that, I learned a lot about myself. Within the first few years losing my dad, I became a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still going through losing him and everything. So For Your Eyes Only became like I'm like, dang, a lot of stuff makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like he talking about rapping about having a daughter. I had a daughter first. Then, you know, the last song is like, you know, talking about like really from his homeboy's point of view, but talking about how dad views his daughter. And my daughter is my world, bro. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Is a lot of stuff just start making sense with maturity in music. So
Yeah. So for me, it was two instances. The first instance where I became a J. Cole fan, Dollar in a Dream.
Oh yeah.
That was the first one. And he was doing this was when he was doing the Dollar tour. Like where like people paid $1 to get into his tours. That was one. The second one was that this specific album to me had absolutely no skips. And he talked about everything from losing his virginity,
2014.
losing his virginity, all the way
2014.
up to him having to make a decision: do I want to be like my homeboys or do I want to take a different path?
That did it for me too.
And that is 2014 Forest Hill Drive. That album right there, absolutely no skips. Dang near perfect album. And on that album, so many like strong messages. There's one song called "Love Yours." No such thing as a life that's better than yours. What? Like
fact,
you think you going through some stuff like you don't want
For
this.
real.
You don't want.
You don't know what people go
You don't
home
know
to.
what's going. You don't know what people are going through.
And I'll take it a step further. We all college educated. J. Cole's who I was blasting while I'm typing papers and stuff, man, because it's like he a college boy.
I was in college when it was.
But then, like, if you a real J. Cole fan, like Home for the Holidays, that type of vibe. I got homies here in the P that still, doing what they got to do. We ain't got to speak on it, but you doing what you got to do, and I'm in college. I'm in college. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to come home for the holidays, get that hometown love, but I can't stay for long, bro.
Because you got something to do. You gotta make
it.
Yeah. He even had a song called College Boy.
Exactly.
He was telling people how good it was to be in college.
Like college,
You
So I
don't get
got
that
it.
from any other artist.
But it was like he can be accepted by the hood, but I don't have to be of
the hood.
So that's why J. Cole he gets my nod.
Right. And honestly, why I love it too is that's the whole purpose of this podcast. For people like us that came from like hood essence, but we didn't let that like dictate our lives.
Knowing when to be around, when not to be around.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really the key right there.
Because we all have different stories of like the stuff that we had to go through.
For sure.
And that's the whole that's the biggest thing about the Hood Adjacent podcast.
That's dope, for sure.
Yeah, man.
And if I can, I was gonna say my song real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all name
For
CDs though, right? But mine is Lights Please. Once I heard Lights Please, I was like, he hard.
Oh, man.
Hey, because
The
it's like, yo, I'm trying to tell you the truth about the world and just how we really are. And all you want to do is hit the lights.
That's
like
it.
I was like, he cold.
But the thing is, he's telling this story like and you just vision, it reminded me how big it is. Like, it's just this movie that's playing in your head while you rapping.
For
You
sure,
like,
for sure.
He did the same thing with a song called 03 Adolescence. Oh my God, that was one of the.
And then on that Forest Hill Drive, man, I think one of my favorite songs on that CD isn't even a song. It's the outro. When he just starts talking.
He just started talking.
He said, "Damn, I heard Junior." Y'all remember that conversation we had?
Hey, it ended that CD nice.
And he's so humble. Bro.
Bro started capping at the end. I liked it.
Jonah Hill. Oh man.
And when I tell you that was an album that I had like in my little hoopty, driving back and forth from ISU, my little hoopty, 2014 Forest Hill Drive, back and forth. That's
It did it.
Yeah,
It did it.
Man.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, it's been a great podcast. I'm so happy that both of y'all were able to be a part of this. This was fun, man. This was fun being able to chop it up, being able to talk about not only Juneteenth,
for sure,
but music as a whole. Yeah,
for sure. I appreciate you having me, man. No doubt.
Man.
No doubt.
Make
And
sure
don't
y'all
forget,
get near, man.
June 14th, Saturday. Come on down to Carver Center.
For sure.
And the theme this year is Peoria Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
So we took $2,500, busted it down into $20 gift cards. That looks like a $20 bill. It's going to have 3 Black-owned businesses on the back of it. We got over 52 businesses that participated. We're going to give them away at Juneteenth. So we're going to show them how money circulates and how good it feels to support Black business. So Peoria Black Wall Street.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure. And make sure y'all get near, man. 4TR, we about the community. So we not just, getting officials and people like that. We interviewing everybody. If you a bystander, you not exempt from the mic. So you know what I'm saying. We talk to everybody.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, this has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent podcast. Make sure that y'all, if y'all watching on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If y'all are listening on Spotify, Apple Music, make sure that y'all comment. We love the engagement, so please comment, like, do whatever you need to do. Follow us on all social medias. Follow the Hood Adjacent podcast. Follow For the Record podcast. Matter of fact, did y'all do y'all handles? Did y'all say your handles?
At the Yanni Collective.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Yanni Collective.
We at For the Record ENT. At AYE_BOOG_E. We gonna keep it there. Ace Boog the Third on Facebook. You can find me there too.
Yep. And for me, it is Ray3Beats on all social media platforms. This has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent podcast. It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray3Beats, and we are out. Peace. Now, before we log off, here's some bonus content. Patreon coming soon. Pharrell versus Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah,
I don't know who I would go for. I don't know who I would go for.
I think I got Pharrell on that.
I mean,
Kanye production.
Ooh, okay, yep, gotta go. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Kanye,
I got it.
Yeah.
Old Kanye. Oh, that striped shirt, bear on his back, backpack Kanye.
Hey, but look though. After that backpack into that Heartbreaks and
808s and Heartbreaks.
Yo, that was going too though.
It
Bro,
was.
That was going too.
Yeah,
My Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Yeah, that was going. That was going.
I mean, low key it was the what was it? The album of the decade.
I ain't hear that.
So.
Yeah, it was the
I think
album
so.
of the Dark Twisted Fantasy. Was the album of the decade.
I can see it though.
Yeah.
After that, it kind of just.
Yeah. Kanye was on a different level with that backpack though.
Oh, yeah,
and,
for
and
sure.
you could tell, you could like see the mental health. Kind of,
Yeah.
if you listen to that album now, if you listen to College Dropout now and see where he's at, like right now, man, College Dropout, dog, like the stuff he was talking about, the subject matter, to where we at right now, night and day.
Crazy.
We just talked about it on the pod yesterday.
Yeah.
We did like your top songs from 2000s. Ray said, I think at 04, what was it, 04?
Yeah,
Yours was
04.
All Falls Down.
All falls down. Cause
He talking about like, and of course it started as a poem before.
Yeah.
It was on,
Like,
he did it on
everything he was
Def Jam.
talking about is relevant right now.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I already said I could say that word for word, bar for bar. That was one of my. That's one of the songs
coming in.
Yeah, that's dope.
Word
That's
for
dope.
word,
I know
bar
they
for
was
bar.
coming in.
Crazy. Oh, they coming in here?
Oh, they gotta come in.
I mean, it's all good. It's still playing, but
There we go, right there. See, we got some guests.
Are y'all recording right now?
yeah, but we're just rolling.
What's going on? Hey! How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
See you too.
But no, though, y'all, just, Kanye taking any production.
Any.
Easy, man. For sure. Because you got the Rockefeller. You got
Rockefeller, yeah.
that Rockefeller, yeah, dog.
The Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's another person I put up there. Timbaland. Timbo. Like, think about everybody that he's produced.
Sleep on Missy.
Yeah.
He produced for Missy. He helped with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
He helped with JT. Like,
Hey,
Justin.
you know what's crazy? That's one of them. That's like right off the Neptunes branch too. I think.
Yes.
Timbaland and Pharrell came up together down there in Virginia.
For sure. I was about to say you gotta realize how many people from VA is doing like music like that.
Yeah,
You
I'm waiting for this Clips album too.
Yeah, man.
They got a new one coming out?
Yeah, July. Yeah.
A lot of people don't even think about it, but in VA, Chris Brown,
Trigger.
Missy Elliott, Trey Songz, Pharrell,
Timberland.
The Clips.
the Clips. That's 5 right there.
Missy,
got-
you say Missy?
I said Missy. Yeah, that's they real singers, like real artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's it's crazy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
for
crazy.
Sure. Yeah.
My twin.
All right. So y'all ready to get it?
Yeah,
Y'all ready to
Let's
get it
get to
poppin'?
it.